Hello YouTube, it's Ryan here with Hobbies of Man once again, and today we are doing another book haul. Today we're going to talk about everything that I have bought in this month of November. So let's get into it. First of all, I do want to say Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys enjoyed this holiday if you celebrate it. I don't know, I guess only the US really celebrates Thanksgiving, but not everyone in the US does, so if you celebrated, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, I hope you enjoyed your regular ass Thursday. I don't know. So let's get into this. Let's start with the manga and light novels that I bought, physical and digital, and then we'll get into all of the non-manga stuff, which is still the majority of the stuff that I bought this month. So let's get started. The first thing that I bought, according to what I wrote down, is two manga here. The first one would be No Matter What You Say, Furi-san is Scary. And this is a very good book. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a very cute, very adorable kind of rom-com situation here. Basically, there's this girl that kind of appears like a delinquent, and this very kind of straight and narrow kind of kid. And they're in high school together, and they're in the same class. And Furi, the delinquent girl, has a crush on this very kind of average guy whose name is Namito. And it kind of follows their kind of friendship slash their time in school as they kind of develop this kind of closeness that I think is really, really good. I really liked it. I thought it was very wholesome. It was very, very adorable. I liked it a lot. I definitely want to pick up the next volume for sure. And yeah, next I bought Mashle Volume 3. I fucking love Mashle. It's such a great series. And I actually really love these volumes. I think this purple color is gorgeous. I love it so much. It's definitely one of my favorite covers I've ever seen. Not necessarily because of the image of the characters, but rather just the color scheme is really, really, really good. So yeah, that's the second thing I bought this month. And it was pretty darn good. I don't know, I thought it was a pretty good bit of money spent. So there you go. Next, I bought a bunch of digital manga. I ended up buying the first volume of Mushoku Tensei, the light novel, on Bookwalker. And I got the digital version because it was really cheap. It was like, I think $2 or $3. And I don't really know how to tell if the version I find in stores is the correct one or the old one that was kind of edited and censored. So I just decided to pick up the digital one since that should be the most up-to-date version. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. I don't know when I will read it, but I definitely want to check it out at some point. Then I got volume 1 of Izakaya Nobu, which is a kind of foodie manga. This one was also about $2 or $3. I can't remember exactly how much it cost, but I got it because I thought it was pretty interesting to kind of check it out. Udon was having a sale, if I remember correctly, and that's why I got it. So yeah, and then I also got Street Fighter Classic Volume 1. This is another one that I got because Udon was having a sale on Bookwalker. And I don't really think I'm a fan of Street Fighter, but during the free comic book day this past August, I picked up a issue that was like a free comic book day issue of Street Fighter, and I actually liked the artwork in it, so I wanted to see if Street Fighter Classic was the series that had the same type of artwork in it. So yeah, nothing too special there. I just picked them up because they were pretty cheap and I had a bit of money that I could spend. So yeah, I also had a lot of coins from Bookwalker's coin bank thing that they have going on all the time. So that's why I bought it. It ended up being like $8 for all three of them, which is pretty nice. Then I went to the bookstore again and I got this light novel, Notorious Talker Runs the World's Greatest Clan. I don't really know too much about this, but it definitely feels like one of those like edgelord ones where like the main character is like low tier and he doesn't have a very good skill, but he's able to use it in a way that is way beyond how most people would think of using it, and that kind of gives him an edge that no one else thinks he has. And I think that's cool. I also really like the artwork. Honestly, I'm gonna say that the artwork was the thing that interested me the most. I thought the female characters on the cover were pretty interesting, so I wanted to check it out. And yeah, I don't know too much about it, but it's one of those oversized light novels that I still don't know how they decide how to do. And yeah, looking forward to this. I'm pretty excited about it, so let's see if it's any good. Then I got Volume 2 of Requiem of the Rose King. I've been looking for this one for a long time. Couldn't find it anywhere physically. And it wasn't on Amazon until recently. So once I saw that it was back on Amazon, I had to order it. And it was only $9 or something. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it wasn't very much lower than cover price. And I'm really, really excited about this. Requiem of the Rose King was one of those interesting series that I read back in February when I decided to check out shoujo. The other one being Prince Freya, and I definitely see a lot of Prince Freya volumes out in the wild, so I'm not in any rush to collect that one. But Requiem of the Rose King was one that I really, really wanted to check out more of, so I got the opportunity, and I'm pretty excited about this. So let's hope and see if this volume is good, and if I can collect more of it. So yeah, I just noticed that this one doesn't look very scratched, but when you shine it like that, you can definitely notice it. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, next and kind of last on this list is these volumes of Freezing. I don't know too much about this series. I've always been interested in it because the covers look pretty cool. These female characters look pretty badass, and I don't really know too much about it. I think it's a Korean manhwa that got adapted into a manga or something like that, because those are Korean names. But I got these because I saw them at my local used bookstore, and I ended up only paying $5 for both, which is really good. I mean, I had to use in-store credit in order to get it that low of a price. Usually they would be $10 each, because that's how the bookstore prices used things. But I don't really find that the used credit that I wasted on these was a waste, because I wasn't going to use it on anything else at the time, and I don't think I will use it on anything else otherwise. So I definitely ended up buying these for two reasons. One, it was a story that I was interested in, and I realized that because I got them for so cheap, if I wasn't interested in it, it would be okay, because I would be able to resell them pretty well. On Amazon, these are listed for $100 each, and that's insane. I'm not going to sell them for that much, but I would definitely be able to get a little bit of cash out of them. So that's exactly why I picked them up. I mean, partially, I'm interested in the series because the artwork looks pretty interesting, but partially because these are a nice little kind of investment, I guess you could say. And I'm not really in the kind of business of reselling and stuff like that. Like, I don't really care about scalping, and I don't really care about flipping things, but if I get easy opportunities, I'm not going to say no to them. So yeah, there you go. That's Freezing volumes 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So yeah, that's all there is for the manga and anime. Let's talk about everything else that I buy. So the first thing I bought this month that wasn't manga and anime related, although it is tangentially related, was this HG Barbatos that I bought from Target, because they sell Gundam at Target now, and I think that's really awesome. And this was what is it, $13? So I thought that was a pretty good price for this kind of figure. I now have 3 different sets that I haven't had time to build, but I am really looking forward to being able to build a set or two at some point in the near future. School's almost over. I have a week left and then 4 days of exams. So I'll definitely have a lot of time in December, and I'm really looking forward to it. So hopefully I'll be able to build this Barbatos and that HG Gundam that I have, and then that American type Gundam that I also have. So yeah, we'll see. I'm really excited about this. I think this design is really, really badass. I haven't watched the anime for this, but a lot of people say it's pretty good. So I might have to give it a watch before I get into building this kit. So yeah, there you go. That's the HG Barbatos. Oops. And then what else did I buy? Oh, I bought a bunch of comic books, single issue comic books, and I'm realizing that I'm spending a lot of money on them, and not all of them are giving me the best kind of like returns, like emotionally. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep collecting as many as I do, but it's kind of hard to kind of cut them down, because I'm liking most of the stuff that I read pretty well. I just am not finding that the money spent is correlating that well with the enjoyment that I get out of them. So I don't know, we'll see. But first thing I bought was the second issue of Jennifer Blood. I haven't read it because I don't have the first one. It was ordered at my local bookstore, my local comic book shop, but they haven't gotten it yet. Hopefully they'll get it this Wednesday when I go in for my pull list. But I'm not really sure. So there you go, Jennifer Blood issue 2. Don't really know too much about the series. I just thought it looked cool, and I like the girls with guns aesthetic of it. So yeah, I got Doctor Strange, or the Death of Doctor Strange, Avengers crossover. I found that this was okay. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Then I got Strange Academy presents The Death of Doctor Strange. I thought, again, this was good, but not horrible, but not amazing either. Just kind of very middle of the road. Although I did enjoy the development of the Enchantress character. I don't know too much about her, but I have seen her in some Marvel things, like the old Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes TV show, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I think she showed up for a bit. Here's Darkhawk, issue 3. Kyle Higgins is an interesting writer, but I don't think that he's amazing, and I think that this story is taking too long to kind of really get anywhere, and I don't think that's a good thing, so we'll see where this goes. Here's Red Sonja by Mirka Andolfo. This is issue 3. I like it a lot. I think Mirka Andolfo is a great writer, and I really like her take on Red Sonja. I don't know too much about Red Sonja anyways, so I don't really know too much about her to compare it to, but I do like this kind of female lone wolf and cub kind of story that's going on right here. So hopefully that continues to be good. Then we have the Target, which is a Aquaman Green Arrow kind of team up thing, and I didn't really find this to be very interesting. I definitely got this off my pull list as soon as possible because I didn't really find it that cool. Aquaman and Green Arrow are two of my favorite superheroes, and this does have to do with the movie and the TV show for the Green Arrow, but I didn't find that these were all that interesting, so I didn't want to waste my time with it and money because comic books are pretty expensive for, you know, the 20 pages of content that they are. So yeah, Vampirverse, again, issue 3. I don't really know that I'm loving this, but I'm not hating it, and I still want to continue with it because I don't think it's going to be a very long series at all. I think it's halfway through right now, and because I think that it's an interesting concept, and I'm liking it so far. I think Vampirella is an interesting character. I don't know too much about her, and so this Vampirverse title is kind of letting me learn about her and seeing if I like her or not. Dark Knights of Steel was probably the best thing that I picked up in terms of comic books this year, or not this year, sorry, this month, which is because this is a Tom Taylor series, and this is a kind of fantasy version of the, you know, DC mythos, and I think that's really, really good. I like it a lot. I also think this cover is pretty amazing, so yeah. Then Venom issue 1. This is not the Donny Cates run. This is the new Ewing run. I don't know how to say their name, but I didn't find it to be that interesting because I don't really have the context from the Donny Cates run to kind of figure out what's going on. And so I definitely am not picking up more of this. I actually wanted to pick up this for a specific cover, but that specific cover apparently is only for certain stores, and the store that I go to is not one of them, so I couldn't get it. So I got a regular edition of it, and sadly, I don't think I'm going to continue with this series. Then I got The Amazing Spider-Man 78. This is Beyond Chapter 4. There's a lot of stuff going on in this Beyond storyline. I think it's interesting. It's basically Spider-Man gets replaced by his clone Ben Reilly, and now we got to see Ben Reilly go through being Spider-Man, but it's not working that well. But there's this kind of subplot with like regular Spider-Man being in a coma. I thought it was pretty interesting. I think Black Cat shows up in this one, and I'm interested to see how that kind of affects Mary Jane. So I'm pretty invested in this Amazing Spider-Man storyline. So yeah. Here's Titans United issue 3 out of 7. Pretty good. I'm liking it so far. I really like the artwork here, and I like the kind of interesting, more adult Teen Titans kind of team up that they have. I think it's pretty awesome. And yeah, I like this chapter or this issue quite a bit because it was basically Jason Todd, Red Hood versus this crazy lady called Lady Vic or something like that. I thought it was pretty awesome. And then we got Sheena of the Jungle, which is pretty good. I actually really like this. I thought it was really, really awesome, very interesting. I picked it up because I like the cover and because I like the Jungle Girl aesthetic, but I didn't think that was actually going to be interesting, and it actually turned out to be quite good, so I'm pretty happy with that. So, yeah. And then here's the last 3 things I picked up. before Thanksgiving break, and haven't been able to go pick up anything else. So I'm actually kind of behind. There's quite a few things that released in November that I was supposed to pick up that I haven't been able to, and I probably won't until December. So whatever, I guess, I don't know. So here's Gun Honey. I'm really loving this. I think that it's a very interesting kind of take on this kind of like James Bond type of story. Very interesting kind of character development here with this Gun Honey character, and overall I'm liking it a lot. So yeah, I also really like the artwork, but it's pretty risque, so I can't really show it to you guys. But generally, it's pretty interesting. So yeah. Here's Moon Knight, issue 5. I'm liking it so far. I think Moon Knight is a very interesting character, but nothing's happening yet. I still don't know too much about Moon Knight, but I think it's good because it's an interesting primer for the Moon Knight TV show that's going to come out. Because honestly, in terms of Marvel, I do like the Marvel Cinematic Universe a lot more than anything else Marvel related. So I'm kind of reading a lot of these to see where where things might go, and to kind of have some more background on certain characters. So yeah, Moon Knight is a pretty interesting book overall, though. So yeah, I just really like the artwork too. It's very cool. And then the last thing that I got was King Spawn issue 5. Pretty interesting. Again, King Spawn is just insanely interesting art-wise, and more or less interesting in terms of the story. I don't really know what's going on too much, but I don't think I need to all that much, because it really is just about kind of getting characters into position so that the team up kind of thing called Scorch, I think. Yeah, here they show it off right here. So that this team up can occur, and I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, overall, the comic books I bought this month were pretty good. Let's see, I also bought a little Mandalorian Lego set for myself. Oh, here we go. This is just a box, it's empty, because the set is up there. But I really like this. I thought it was really good. This Brickheads thing is actually pretty nice. I wish they had more of them. This is the only one I can find at Target or Walmart, but I know that the actual Lego store sells some, so I might have to drive one down to a Lego store to buy more. But I don't know. I think this is a pretty good idea, and they should continue to do this. Although I'm pretty sure they got in trouble because this is basically a Lego Funko Pop, and that's kind of like not allowed or something. I'm not exactly sure how that kind of worked, but I'm pretty sure there was legal troubles over this, and that's why these sets are not very common. However, I think these are very, very good Lego sets because, one, they kind of give you that kind of figurine, cutesy aesthetic of a Funko Pop, but it also gives you the kind of like building functionality of a regular Lego set. And I think that's really awesome. It's a good mix of both, and it kind of makes it worth buying, because the one thing about Funko Pops that I don't like is that they're stationary. There's nothing special about them once you buy them beyond them looking somewhat like a character you like, right? But if you can have that same thing, and you can also have additional, fun benefits out of it by being able to build it like you would with these Brickheads, I think it makes it a lot more interesting. And I really wish they would do it, but I don't know. I think there's probably enough, legal problems that they would have to jump through in order to make that a thing, so they probably won't. But I really like this set. I wish they had more of them. So yeah, I actually would really like an Anakin and Ahsoka one more than anything. And maybe an adult Yoda one would be pretty good as well. And yeah, then the last thing I got, and I didn't actually buy this, my buddy Josh, who has had a YouTube channel on and off, sent me this as a Christmas gift, and I really appreciate it. So Josh, if you're watching this, thank you very much. I really do appreciate this gift. So yeah, he sent me Venom issue 1. This is called Rex, and this is the first issue the first volume, of Donny Cates' Venom run. So what I was talking about, not having the background knowledge enough to enjoy the new Venom run, Josh kind of solved that problem for me. But I don't think that I'm going to continue to buy the other Venom because I don't really know anything about it, so I don't really want to continue. But I'm really happy with this because I really like the artwork. I think it's really, really cool looking. And because Donny Cates is an author that I've been wanting to get into for quite a while, but just haven't really found the right entry point for. But Josh kind of solved that for me by just sending me the first issue, or the first volume of Venom. So yeah, thank you very much again, Josh. I really did appreciate it. And yeah, that's all I bought this month. And I had quite a lot of fun picking all this stuff up, and I hope you guys had fun watching me talk about it. If you got anything special this month, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys have been hauling recently. So yeah, let me know. And thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. See you guys later.